On his classic debut album, Reasonable Doubt, we hear too much West Coast dick licking and too many niggas on a mission doing your best Jay-Z rendition. Jigga, Hove, S. Carter, whatever you want to call him, Jay-Z is one of, if not the best rap artist of all time. And he said those words at a time when hip-hop was in the middle of a holy war, so to speak, between the East and the West Coast. He said that 3 months before Pac would pass away and a year before Biggie's death as well. So fast forward to 2025, and albeit justified, there's a whole lot of West Coast dick licking going on right now. You feel me? They had a strong year. It's a lot of West Coast dick licking going on. So Joey Badass started the year out strong, doing his best Jay-Z rendition. It's full circle, everybody. It's full circle. Now, if you don't know, Joey Badass dropped a music video on YouTube titled The Ruler's Back. And if naming the song after the intro of Jay-Z's The Blueprint wasn't enough, Joey quotes his West Coast dick licking line as well. Now, this has some people riled up because the West Coast, like I said before, has had a dominant run in 2024. We got some stellar albums from Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, Ben Staples, Schoolboy Q, Larry June. We had some legends like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube pop out. You know, like it was a dominant year for the West Coast, no doubt about it. You know, and then you couple that with Kendrick's win over Drake in the battle of the century, and we had his pop out show, which was all about LA, and then we got him getting the Super Bowl, which even started a little thing with Lil Wayne, you know. But let's not get into that right now. Either way, there's no other region that you can compare. Maybe the South. Glorilla had a big year. Big X the Plug had a big year. Megan had a good year. Future and Metro. Mona Leo even. But where the fuck is Jid? Where the fuck is Jid? Okay, like I said, he was gonna drop. Jid is nowhere to be found. Might delete later, drop too, but Cole bowed out of the beef, so I feel like it didn't get received right. That's besides the point, okay? The West Coast is up. Now, Joey Bad seems to believe he's the heir apparent king. And why? That's what he said in his music video. So first, before we move on to any dissing he might have done on the song, I want to say, if you want industry's opinion, he might be the guy. But there's a couple others who have a claim to the throne. Like, you got the whole Griselda Collective, more specifically Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, Westside Gun. I love all of them. You feel me? I love Benny the Butcher the most. He be holding it down. I liked his album this past year, Everybody Can't Go. I think that's what it was called. That joint was hot. You know, you still got A$AP Rocky out there. I guess he still has a claim. He has to drop that album. I forget what it's called, but he got to drop it. It's coming soon. But if Joey wants to prove he can be the face of the East Coast, he's going to have to drop some heat soon. Okay, and prove he can be the torchbearer. Because Joey's clearly an elite level rapper. You know, he's been since his mixtape 1999. He's never been a real hit maker though. And that's his problem. That's what the East Coast has been lacking the last decade or so. You know, we've been lacking that real great energy. You know, especially with the passing of Pop Smoke. I think he would have had the torch for New York, and obviously passed away very unfortunately. And we just need somebody out here. Now I'm saying we, personally, I'm an East Coast nigga myself. You know, from the mean streets of Massachusetts. Don't play with us. But we haven't been doing our part either. I'm not even going to hold you. The biggest rapper I can think of off of my head is probably Joyner Lucas from out here. Coi Leray, you know, maybe. Richard Miri. We don't really have any rappers out here. You know, they're all talented in their own right. But we need to have some people pulling their weight. Especially we got Boston out here. But I think that's a common trend on the East Coast too. Maybe in Philly we have people. But then again, you get a Mac Miller, and he passed away as well. So that's really another thing for the East Coast. We have lost some of our real giants in the game right now. But it's never anybody that's a hit maker regardless. Like, consistently for the East Coast for a while now, honestly. The big three have had who? The West Coast had Kendrick. The South had j.cole. And fucking Canada had Drake. So the East Coast hasn't really been in that conversation for quite some time now. For a while, the whole East Coast needs to start pulling this weight. But if Joey Badass has decided to take the reins and rile up the game, I'm okay with that, as long as he backs it up with great music. However, can he slay the beast, the dragon that is Kendrick Lamar? You know, in his Ruler's Back video, Joey mimics how Kendrick danced at the pop out, which was just Kendrick mimicking Drake, so that's funny anyway. But he says something along the lines of, this ain't that boom bap, this that boom bop bing, you know, mimicking Kendrick from his Peekaboo track, okay? He says that your arms ain't long enough to box with the Elohim, or too short, something along that line. And you know, Kendrick's always referencing the Elohim. He's calling himself the God, whatever. This is obvious, you know. Joey's poking the bear, and I don't blame him. Kendrick's the new king. Drake is dethroned, and the Wicked Witch is dead. Why let the new king rest on his laurels? Like, yes, he's clout chasing a little bit by coming straight for Kendrick. But this is that same energy that hip-hop was built on. That competitive spirit, that same energy Kendrick channeled in his Control verse that shook the game. In which Joey Badass wasn't mentioned, and I know he's still salty about that to this day. But now this Joey Badass verse is making waves in that same way a little bit, and I really think he started the throne wars. Let's be for real, while Joey might be a high-level MC, Kendrick might not even respond to this, and honestly, nobody would fault him for it. Joey just doesn't have that kind of market cap in rap, where, you know, not responding wouldn't hurt Kendrick's image too much. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, damn, you didn't respond. Like how when Kendrick dissed Cole, it was like, oh, you gotta respond, Cole, because Kendrick has that kind of market cap, but Joey doesn't really have. But I can bet there's gonna be a whole lot of West Coast rappers who don't like that too much West Coast dick-licking quote, line, quote, whatever, you know, nod to Jay-Z, whatever it is. A lot of people not gonna like that, and they're gonna come at Joey. Or I could see some native New Yorkers, people from the East Coast, saying, nah, Joey, you not the one. Like, I'm the flag bearer, I'm the man who's gonna be king, and I'm gonna be the face of the East. Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Or even we can get a new fire down south. Can have somebody channel their in an Andre 3000. Start talking about the South got something to say. You know, even j.cole comes with the fall off. The South got something to say. You feel me? So overall, I'm saying this Joey Badass video was dope. It was great raps. I hope it lights a fire in these rappers. And I can't wait to see who comes out on top of these throne wars. I really do hope it takes hip-hop back to that era where everybody's coming at everybody. Like, I'm just the best. Like, it's not about some commercial popping, nothing. Like, we back to the bars. Hip-hop is a competitive sport. All right, have a good one.